find something, boy? Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. Faster! All right.
Over here!
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making few bucks just the other day.
Not here.
They tell us there's a curfew.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
You deserve a rest.
Go for it! Go for it! Get him!
Good girl.
Faster!
All right.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. He deserves a rest. Fire! Awaken! That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in. Stay down! Get him! Stay down! This one! Ready, go? Yeah! Thanks, Gal. All your sorrow! Awaken! Over here! Get him!
Fly, Ambrosia.
Let us pass!
My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
More than enough for everything!
Find the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure, do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. Now we know why the refugees didn't come here.
Keep looking then.
Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Over here! This one. Farewell.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will... require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord. I'm sure that it will prove useful. May it serve the cause well. Will that be all? I will be here should you need aught else.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
Sir Wade, the bearers from...
Very good.
As you come out.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shield.
And so we...
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Run like the wind. You deserve a rest.
Sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come, die along with your flame!
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Stay down!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to find their matches for them.
Over here! Farewell!
Nice try.
Get him!
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Over here! This one! Get him!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Oh, good. Nice try.
to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finished him. Get him! Bravo!
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, and her loyal subjects may...
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcement? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need...
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun. Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. Yes.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the
There are new billets being...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn, and if I'm honest, he ain't been... Normally, it only takes a couple of drinks to... Something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So...
Fine, but if he doesn't want to talk...
All right, now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. Wait a bit, then...
I could have sworn we had a few.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book...
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all...
Well, I'm no hunt, but you're made of sterner stuff.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine.
Fantastic!
So...
chances... The only problem... A beast, no doubt.
Does the book say anything?
Well, only that the...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know.
That monster's taken quite a liking.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Coin purse weighing you down. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you? Is it business or pleasure? I'll find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You know, please, mate.
Phil, shut you up. It's not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor things. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There, you got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Didn't think anything could rattle it.
Blackthorn's always taken pride. Something tells me that if he has doubts...
I couldn't have...
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy.
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we...
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way it turned, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the...
You don't know where we might find...
Like I said, he don't trust hunters neither, which means he's...
I see.
He did tell me so, apparently.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted?
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin.
I'll leave the hunting while you get on with that.
Good idea. This is no time to ride. Ambrosia won't help me here.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got...
Unwanted violets. If you have them.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as... And even if they were, you wouldn't find...
Do the scorpions...
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet.
Thank you.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha, don't you go causing any trouble.
Faster!
Guardians. At least I know what I'm up against.
This one. Over here! You're finished!
I better get this back to Eikon before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least. Come on.
Did you find...
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Into the pot it goes. I present Chance's Scrabber Spoons.
I'm mad.
Well, it'll be... Odin's teeth! What an assault on the senses! And yet... It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught.
I
must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone. A single mouthful, and Molly will be...
I'm...
Typical nobles.
What's the matter? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted. Right. The people of Valisthea are going through a lot of... The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. Then perhaps I can.
Farewell. Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
Good girl. Just the one of you, eh? Straight home now. Come on.
Be safe.
Good girl. Straight home now.
All yours, Torgal.
Let's go.
Run like the wind. Over here!
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
We're not alone.
Thanks, girl. No holding back.
Get him! Sick! Ah!
date?
But when can I go on a special errand?
The crystals we get from the tailor all...
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding.
This is no time to ride. Not here.
Farewell.
Be safe. Ready, go?
Yeah!
Straight home now.
Over here!
Nice try.
This one. Over here.
This one. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest.
Get him! Farewell. This one.
Could have sworn we had a few typical nobles.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the table.
You're quite talented with that, Roddy.
Safe. Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. No mistakes. You deserve a rest. Over here! Bravo! Get him! To me! All yours, Corvo! Ready, go? Faster! Get him! Over here! Let's go. Stay down. Come on. Time to fight. You deserve a rest. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Vogel, look sharp. There's a good boy. Not good.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille.
Not so lowly. You remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite take didn't stop her bot.
It's not her who sent me.
Well...
You should be.
Blacksmith, and actually...
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case?
I'd be much right. You sent...
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Monster's taken quite a liking to...
And with a bit of luck... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him?
I found him. And he asked me to give...
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded...
Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough, and that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Here, Clive.
Camille,
I thought there ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see. Turns out he's from Tabor, but our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret.
Then we better keep it.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that. Still, I'm glad.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway.
It's good to have you.
There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. I reckon I can make something about as good. Anyway.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. Right, now that's sort. Thanks, Clive.
Back, are ya? What do you want? That it? Fine.
Well, don't just stand there, Gob. Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. What will it be?
The Iron King.
You'll soon be set. The Mother Crystal that there was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the way. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship, making Drustinus the holiest from which the Orthodox Crusade shall—
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge.
But not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Typical nobles.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward, and I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together, all while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency. Allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?